Hi, good morning,
Morning.
everyone. Morning, how are you? Hope you're okay. It's a beautiful day today on this Mothering Sunday. So we wanted to just post another video out to you today. Mothering Sunday, and it is Mothering Sunday. It was that day where the fourth Sunday of Lent was Refreshment Sunday. It was a day where people could be set free from the rigours of Lent. And people who traditionally were in service were allowed to go home today. It was one of probably 2 or 3 days in the year where people could go home. On the way home, they got flowers for their mothers and they took them home. And of course, as a family then, they would go to their mother church together where they would worship God and be together as a family. And it's really hard today. Sue and I were reflecting on this morning, how difficult it was not to be together this morning in church, to praise God together and to worship together. Very strange times we're in, as we all know. But that doesn't stop us being church together. Even though we're physically not in the building together, we are still God's church. I hope you all got the leaflets that Sylvain has produced and Vanessa have produced, showing ways in which we can help, particularly those who are housebound at the moment, our 70 plus age group. But on there, I was struck by something that was put on that leaflet, and it said that church is not something that you go to, it's a family you belong to. And that really struck me, and I want to encourage you to remember that during these days and weeks ahead. It's a family that we belong to, and we are all here together. I hope too that you got the orders of service for morning and evening prayer. And again, I would like to just invite you and encourage you to use those orders of service. And it's a way of connecting us together in our prayer lives as well. If we'd have had church this morning, at St Andrews, you would have had our guest speaker, who I'd previously booked to come and speak. And so I didn't want to waste the opportunity of using what she'd prepared. So I've asked Sue to share a summary, really, of some of the thoughts that she would have spoken of this morning. So, Sue, I'll hand over to you.
Thank you. When we first moved to Harbury 12 years ago, Elliot, who was then just 11, went out on his bike. Within about 20 minutes of him leaving, the phone rang, and it was somebody in the village ringing to tell me that Elliot had ignored the give way junction at one of the roads and had ridden his bike straight across it without looking either way. And did he realise how very dangerous that was? Of course, Elliot was horrified when he got home and discovered that actually the village jungle drums had rang very, very loudly, and I actually knew exactly what he was up to. But it reminded me of that old African proverb that it actually takes a whole village to raise a child. And it's at times like these that we're in these very strange times at the moment that we realise that actually it takes villages, towns, cities to pull together, not only to raise our children, but also to look after our vulnerable, to look after those who are housebound at this time, and to look after each other. And so it actually seems really, really fitting that at the start of these really restrictive measures that we're all now having to live with, that actually Mothering Sunday should be marked at this particular point, because it reminds us that mothering is not just about mums. Mothering is actually, it's a verb, it's a doing word. And right now, we all need to mother each other. We need to take care of one another. We need to reach out to those who will need help. We need to support one another. We've been talking about the challenges of actually having 5 of us, because Elliot's girlfriend has also got symptoms, so she's moved in with us, and we're talking about how we live as a family when we can't leave. And actually we've been talking about the importance of actually putting each other first. If each of us puts the other first, we'll be fine. And so Mothering Sunday, again, is a really, really good time to reflect on the importance of doing that. So I'm really, really sad. In fact, actually this morning, as I listened to the Archbishop of Canterbury broadcasting from Lambeth Palace, actually it made me cry. I I'm feeling a bit emotional now because I really miss you all. I miss us being together as church, but I'm grateful that we've got technology that enables us to communicate with one another. And I'm grateful that we can take this opportunity to really care for each other in more profound ways than we've actually ever been able to before, even though we can't actually physically be together. So God bless you all on Mothering Sunday, and may we all truly, really dig deep to understand what it means to mother one another in these really difficult times. So God bless, and see you on YouTube, on Facebook,
very soon.
FaceTime. It's great.
And the only other thing to say is, if you've not seen the Archbishop or heard it, I think it's still available on the Church of England website, the service this morning. And also we are encouraged tonight at 7 o'clock, all of us, to light a candle if we forgot some. If they've not run out of them at Sainsbury's or Morrison's. And if you've got some under the sink, but to light a candle, put it in the window as a sign of the light of Christ, because Jesus said, I'm the light of the world. And also, the other thing you might want to think about doing, and some people across the country are doing this at the moment, and we're eccentric enough, perhaps we'll do this, is to get some Christmas decorations, lights back up, and put them back outside if you're on a tree or a shrub or something. And, the light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness has never extinguished it, says Jesus. So, happy Mothering Sunday, and we'll see you very soon again. God bless you.
Bye.